Good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. I just realized the dishwasher is loud in here. Hopefully the mic is not totally picking it up, but it is Thursday morning. And so we've just been hanging out a little bit. We have ballet that we need to leave for probably about 20 minutes. We typically take the train to ballet class. We don't live that far, like walking distance from the train, and then ballet is even closer to the train on the other end. And so it just works out really well and we don't have to worry about it. My mom, if she is free, will usually come meet us at ballet, but we typically get ourselves there. And so when we're taking the train, we have to leave a little bit early and give ourselves a little bit of extra time than if we're driving. We are not taking the train today because it is incredibly cold outside. The temperature dropped overnight. The wind chills are in the negatives, and my mom said she still wanted to go, so she actually is still driving us. Even though we have our own car, she's like, I will come get you. And so she came a couple of minutes early, so her and Lila are playing downstairs. So I have about 15 minutes, give or take, to myself to fit something in before we head to ballet. And I think what I'm gonna do is tackle this coffee and tea corner that I talked about over the last couple of days, and have like our mug set up looking cute, and have it just like, it's something I'm gonna go to every day to open the advent calendar and to make a cup of tea or a second cup of coffee. I want it to feel organized and festive. Okay, so I don't have as many mugs right this second to mess with because the two that we used yesterday, and I used one for ice cream last night, and so those are all in the dishwasher. So I think my thought is that this goes there. I pulled this, I originally put this like Star of David bowl over here to throw the extra teas in, because in past years, when it's just me doing the advent calendar, I've always ended up with extras because there's two in every day. But since I've been making them for Sam, there haven't been extras, which is totally fine. I don't think I need to find a way to finagle that bowl over here. But I do want to leave the espresso machine out here on the counter. I've been enjoying a nice hot coffee every once in a while now that it's gotten chillier outside. So that has been nice. So I'm gonna squeeze everything, try to like, I'm not turning you on. I'm not gonna open the tea right now because again, we're about to head out the door. So I will probably do that during her nap. Like on days that I'm working, I will do it earlier in the day. And on days that I'm not working, I will do it during her nap. So I had talked about pulling down one of these shelves, but now that I'm here, I feel like it's too big unless I incorporate like these things. Let's see here. Sam is gonna come downstairs and be like, what are you doing? I also can pull down this guy, just again for decorative, like Festive. This is also from Allie Edwards that I love for cold coffee. Okay, let's see here. If we put this guy up here, although then it like kind of defeats the whole purpose. Now let's leave this down. And then there's 3 total in the dishwasher, but there will always probably be some. And then some of these can fit underneath here. That's what I'll do. These 2 can go under here. And then the 3 that are in the dishwasher can live there. Honey can probably also live there. And then this is the other little tea for when I want like a caffeinated thing. I wish we had a smidge more room so that I wasn't kind of like pulling this out. There's also trash back here. Pulling this out from behind, but I think it's okay. I feel like that's, again, once I get those 3 out of the dishwasher and put those here, cute and festive, and also like a lot more functional and not, when I come over here every day. That obviously did not take me anywhere near 15 minutes, but I'm excited that I checked that off. And now this little guy needs a home. I wish he would fit out here, although it is definitely not the same shade of blue. So maybe I don't wish that, I guess. In years past, I've also, sometimes I'll grab, to go with the dreidels, like grab gelt to go in here. I looked, and it's all, I actually recently discovered this in another time. Chocolate, the price of chocolate feels like it's gone through the roof. There we go. We'll just put it over there for now. Anyway, let me finish my thought. I got distracted. The price of chocolate feels like it's gone through the roof. And as much as I love chocolate and want to have chocolate gelt, I also might buy this year just like non-chocolate gelt to have like in this bowl that we can use year after year to play dreidel. So that might be on like one of the things that we add this year. Actually, I'm going to take the last couple minutes here to mess with and like rearrange the diaper bag because I don't think I've touched it since we flew home. Like I put it away and didn't actually like unpack it. These goldfish clearly took a beating on the plane. It's got me thinking. I would love to hear, those of you who are mamas of more than one, did you get a different, aka a bigger diaper bag when you had a second? Because like I put this front pocket, right, is where I keep snacks and Lila's bib, but like this is where bottles live. And so I'm like a little nervous on if I will be able to fit everything. This pocket is fine. This pocket we just keep like wet wipes, a gallon Ziploc bag just in case, and then medicine. And there's hand sanitizer in there too. But I'm just not sure that everything is gonna fit when there is a new baby and all of his stuff is in here as well. So we will see. Something that's on my mind is I guess we still have quite a bit of space up here. Because for Lila, all I keep in here now is, we have a changing pad. One of these is toys and one of them is diaper stuff. And so I will need like other size diapers, obviously, but like the wipes are the same. And then I will need some different toys, but I could probably fit them in Lila's toy thing. And then I could move her snacks into here with another thing. And then the only other, I guess for him, I will need some more backup clothes. I do still keep backup clothes in here for Lila. I don't know that we really need them, to be honest. It's been a really long time since we've needed them. So that feels kind of silly to take up space, but maybe it'll be okay. It'll be stuffed to the brim, but it'll be okay. All right, it is the afternoon now. Lila is down for her nap. This is actually the plan that I made yesterday. After I'd already closed the vlog and I was sitting in bed. And so it is what it is. We did this. Yay, us. I did my morning routine. I did not work out. I literally sat and scrolled my phone. And then we went to ballet, which was so fun. We hadn't been obviously in a couple of weeks because we were out of town, but we had a great time. I grabbed a couple of clips. It's hard to capture clips that don't have other little kids' faces in the background, but I did grab a couple clips and photos of Lila. I love going to ballet. You probably know this about me, but I was a dancer. I guess I am, but I don't really dance anymore. But I danced starting at the age of 3 all the way through high school. And then I did some more dancing when I lived in New York. And so taking her to ballet is just so much fun. Now she's down for her nap. I don't normally work during her nap. And some of this is work and some of it is goals. And then some of it is household. So I am going to try and stay on top of comments this year on YouTube. So step 1 is going to be responding to some YouTube comments and then getting tomorrow's vlog. My editor already has it done because she's the best. So I'm going to get that all prepped and ready to go for tomorrow. Then I'm going to spend some time doing December daily. It is really tempting to flip these. I wrote them clearly in the order that I want to do them, but I think what I don't like to use the word should very often, but what would be more beneficial is I really need to at least get the laundry folded. I'd like to tidy some other stuff. So, and probably in terms of priority, I'll do the 2 work things, then I will fold the laundry, get the clean clothes. There's 2 baskets that have been clean since Monday evening. It is time to get them folded and put away. At least mine and Sam's. Obviously I can't put Lila's away while she's napping. But I can at least get mine and Sam's folded and put away. And then work on December daily for a bit. And then depending on the rest of the time, depending how long everything takes me, and if she's still asleep, she usually takes a pretty solid nap. Then I will maybe tidy some other stuff. But if I don't get to any other tidying, if all I get done during this nap time is laundry, that will be a win in my book. But first, we're gonna make a drink. So let's see what our tea for today is. It is the afternoon, but I could go for some caffeine because the Cowboys play tonight. And usually Thursday night football, I'll watch the first half, and then depending on how the game's going, if I care, I may stay up for the second half, or I may just truthfully go to bed. But because it's my team and it is very important, unless it is really far one way or the other, which I'm not anticipating, fingers crossed it's not really bad one way that I don't like it, I will probably end up staying up or trying to stay up tonight. So the tea is this peppermint oolong that, it does say it contains caffeine. I don't know. I'm not a big peppermint person. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really tempted to make an espresso. And so I think that's the other thing I didn't set up in this little, maybe we do still need a little bowl here, like for these right now, and then for a couple espresso pods. Okay, I just grabbed a little clear bowl. Let's flip these around, throw these in there, and then grab just throw a couple of the espresso pods in there because it's not something I'm necessarily using every day. So they usually just kind of stay in the drawer. But I think for this season, I will enjoy having them out. So I think I am gonna do the Santa cup today. I have had this espresso machine for a long time. My in-laws got it for me as a birthday gift a while back. And then so the brand is the Lavazza brand. And I just have like regular, I just want like a regular latte. So it's just a regular espresso. And then I have the Nespresso, I think it's, yeah, the actual Nespresso brand frother. This was also a gift. This was a gift from my dad a long time ago. Like I would just make regular coffee and I would just use this to have like steamed or frothed milk. All right, the best part. Yum. Okay, Lila's gonna be up any minute, so I thought I would quickly check in with what I was able to get done. I got, let me see, let me finish checking things off. I got the work done, obviously. Had a lot of comments and stuff to catch up on, but again, during Vlogmas, when there's a video going up every single day, staying on top of them is going to be key for me. Oh my God, just realized I'm bending my goals page back here. Okay, a little bit of a mess. And then I got the laundry done. I didn't get any other tidying done, but I got the laundry put away. I almost set up the camera to film myself doing that, y'all, but my bedroom is just such a disaster and I just don't want to share that. For December Daily, I did make a good bit of progress. I'm going to check it off just because I'm making progress. I would like to finish one thing before she wakes up. We will see. But basically what I did for 2024 is I went through all my photos and I have mapped out which photos I am printing for the rest of the album here, right? Like I showed you, was that yesterday or the day before that I got through day 20 and I just figured out all the pictures for 21 through 25, which is a lot of pictures because it was our family Christmas on the 21st and then actual Christmas and Hanukkah started on the 25th. So there's a lot of pictures here, but I have all of them planned out. So right now what I'm doing is I use Canva to upload the pictures into collages if I'm going to print them out in a smaller size. So for example, these are all 2x2 photos that I'm going to put in like a 2x2 page protector. I found that doing 4 is better because it always gets cut off if I do try to fit in all 6. Like yes, in theory, I should be able to fit 6, but it just works better for me if I do 2. So that's what I started doing right now is I'm going to start uploading them and creating the collage versions and then printing them on the printer. I would love to get through all that and get them cut in the page protectors. Maybe I don't even get them cut. You know what? If I can get the collages done and the pictures printed before she wakes up, we're going to consider that a win. Okay, my camera's upstairs, so this clip is going to be on my phone. I realized that I had some just plain white curling ribbon. So you can probably hear Lila in the background. I am using these for my ornaments so I can get these hung up and get them on the tree. They just are making me nervous sitting here waiting. And I forgot to remind my mom to bring the ornament hooks this morning, so she didn't. But I can just use this ribbon. It's perfect. It matches all of them and I'm gonna obviously curl the ends, but it's perfect. Good evening. My sweatshirt is zipped all the way up because Lila likes to play with my sweatshirt. So it is much later in the evening. It's actually halftime of the Cowboys game. So when did we last chat? I was putting ornaments on the tree. It was the last time we chatted. And Lila and I just played and hung out. And then Sam finished work. We had dinner. We actually had avocado toast for dinner. I should have snapped a photo. It was beautiful and delicious and perfect and just what I needed. And then we started watching the Cowboys game. And then we put Lila to bed. We did the advent calendar. It's been going well. She hasn't been I think I mentioned we had a little bit yesterday morning where she wanted to open a second one. And I said after school, before bed. And since then it's been fine. We open one before bed and we read it. We also have been cumulatively reading all the other ones, which right now at 3 days has been okay. I'm not sure that that's going to be sustainable for the entire month of December. Otherwise bedtime is going to take forever. But yesterday we read both and today we read all 3 before bed. And then while we were watching the game after she went to bed, I actually did my nails. Let me rewind a little bit, talk about my nails, and then I'll tell you more about what I did tonight. So, I love Dazzle Dry, the company. That is what I typically do. That's not what this is. I typically do Dazzle Dry at home. And for me, it lasts usually a week, maybe a little bit more, but I'm a picker. And so I'm an ex-nail biter. And so as soon as a little bit comes off, I just want to pick it all off and start over. And so when I am traveling, especially if I'm traveling for more than a long weekend, if I'm going for just a weekend or a long weekend, I will just paint my nails right before I leave. But if I'm traveling for more than that, I will go get a gel manicure to carry me through. So that is what I had. I had got gel right before we left for Thanksgiving. And that made it actually hadn't chipped at all. The place that we go here, me and my mom, my sisters, we all go to the same place and they're amazing. My issue is just growth. And I like literally couldn't type anymore because my nails had gotten so long. And so I thought I'm going to do them during the game. So my friend and I, who I've mentioned before, also loves Dazzle Dry, and we basically like co-own colors now. They had a huge sale over Black Friday weekend. And so we stocked up on like the regular pieces of the system, base coat, top coat, everything. And then we also got a lot of new colors. And I was hoping that order was going to arrive before I needed to do my nails. And it shipped on Monday. Today's Thursday, remind you. And it hasn't moved. It's not that it hasn't moved. It hasn't even been like scanned. Like we got the like email that like the shipping label was created, but it's not actually in the system. And so that is incredibly frustrating. I know things move slower this time of year. I get it, but like hasn't even been scanned. It's like they backed it and created a shipping label and it hasn't even moved. And I was just getting impatient because my nails were so long and typing was getting so frustrating. So I was like, when I was typing my journaling for December daily earlier today, I was like, oh, I'm so sick of it. And so I thought that I had enough. Sorry, the story is so long. I thought that I had enough of the system to do my nails at least one more time before my order arrived. And I didn't check that. And I completely, don't yell at me. And I completely picked off my gel while we were watching the first part of the game while Lyle was still awake before checking. And then when she went to bed and I got my nail stuff out, I was like, there is not enough top coat in this bottle for me to actually do my nails. So the good news is I had a stash of fake nails, press-on nails that I had bought with my stepmom last summer, not this past summer, like 2025, like the summer of 2024 when we were down in San Antonio with family. And she had recommended this brand. The brand is, come on, focus. The brand is Impress Color. And we got them at H-E-B, which is like the grocery store down in Texas. If you know, you know. But I'm assuming you can get it other places, Ulta, Sally. I don't actually have any idea. I got 3 colors while I was down there. One I had already used, and I am pretty sure I talked about that in a vlog, and I don't remember exactly how I felt about them, to be totally honest with you. So I'm interested to try them again. And then I'd gotten this like nude pink, which is what I used tonight. And then I'd also gotten this white. Overall, I don't know that it actually saved me that much time. Like, yes, I think it was a little bit faster, but by the time I like laid them all out, picked the sizes that matched my nails, cleaned my nails, put them on, and then the longest part for me, and now maybe if you, and the irony is I bought, the ones that I bought are the short, okay? The length is short, and they were still way too long on me. I like my nails short. I'm not a long nail person. And so the longest part for me was cutting and filing the actual nails, or the fake press-on nails, after I'd put them on. And so after all that, I feel like it probably would have taken me the same amount of time to do my Dazzle Dry system. I don't know that for sure. I should have timed it to really see. But although I feel like I remember my stepmom saying, like, if I'm running late to something, like I could put them on and then like file them in the car or whatever, like if you were like really desperate for something, whereas the Dazzle Dry takes what it takes. So I don't know. I also don't remember from the last time I used them how long they're gonna last. So hopefully they will last long enough before, or the order will arrive before they start to pop off. Otherwise, you're going to be seeing these white ones on my nails because that's what I'm going to do next. I mean, if I really wanted to, I bet my friend has some top coat I could use, but this is where we're at for tonight. So that is how I spent the second part of the first half. Sounds funny. It wasn't just the second quarter. She went down like middle of the first. Now it's halftime. The Cowboys are down by 11. I'm really tempted to just go to bed. And the way I've been kind of functioning during football season is Sunday and Monday night, even if it's my team, I go to bed. Like it's Sunday, Monday, we're going into a new week. Like I cannot stay up that late. Thursdays are a little bit different because I know that Friday I get to sleep in because Sam will get up with Lila. And so Thursday nights, especially if it's my team, I will try to stay up, but the Cowboys are not looking very good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend halftime, the rest of it, I just spent half of it chatting with you, finishing the December, that's my lamp on my bed that auto turns off at 9 p.m. Finishing printing the December daily. I finished all the collages and then Lila woke up. And so I'm going to finish printing them and putting them in the album. And that should take me about the rest of halftime. And then the Cowboys get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see how they look. And we'll see how late I end up staying up. But I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here because I do need to get it closed and uploaded for my editor. So I'm going to end this vlog here. If you made it all the way to the end, comment below with like the nail emoji, you know, the one I'm talking about, the little nails emoji. And as always, if you like these videos, if you're excited about the rest of Vlogmas, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. There will be a new video here on my channel every day until Christmas. Thanks for watching. All right, let me start that over.